How about now? Can you hear me now? Ooh, that's probably loud. How about now? No? Can't hear me? If you can, the chat stopped moving and I can't tell. Good now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. Awesome. 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 I don't know why the MacBook mic decided it didn't want to pick up on my voice. Whatever. So I just plugged in my other mic. All right. Take two. Because I said good now to like everybody already. All right. Starting from the top. Good now, G-Rod and Rhonda and Arinda and Patty and Ray and Neek. And who else did I was up here? Christine and Ty and Caitlin and Tiffany and Poonam and Serena. Thank you all for letting me know the sound. Good now, Audrey. Um, no, not because it's Mac. Good now, Stephanie. I love it. Good now, take two. Stephanie number two. I love it. Good now, Diane. Good now, Solomon. What did Gira say? Good now, Evie. Good now, Don. I'm sure there are a lot of people in our lives who wish we're quiet, but you're not one of them. Oh, G-Rod. Be nice. But thank you also. Rhonda stole your heart with that. I love it. Good now, Shell. And good now to those who are in private mode. Everything's turned down. Like I have the music going and can't even hear it. All right. Who else is here? Good now, Marina. And Pamela. The bubbles are finally floating by. Good now, Zoe. Who's that puppy? Joy. Wait, is this the Joy whose birthday is today? Happy birthday, Joy. Good morning, Francesca. You're welcome. I'm glad you popped in because I love being able to say happy birthday. Kimmy, good now, Kimmy. Thank you, Adinda and G-Rod for loving on Joy. Good now, Solomon. I don't remember if I said that out loud or not. Good now, Nicola. Been on education talks the last 3 weeks. That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you, Tiffany and Audrey, for loving on Joy. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's get this party started. Thank you, Francesca. Thank you, Christine, and for loving on Joy. All right. Serena, did I say good now out loud? I know I did the first time before when y'all couldn't hear me, but I can't remember if I said it since y'all can hear me. Thank you, Evie, for loving on Joy. Gerard found the ice cream. I love it. And Audrey's got a new picture, unless it's a new Audrey. Y'all been messing me up when pictures change. All right, let's get this party started. Okay, thank you, Serena. I was like, I remember saying it. All right, cool beans. Smiling. I love it. All right. For those joining for the first time, welcome. For those of you returning, welcome back. As always, I am thrilled, honored, and grateful that you have chosen to spend your precious time in this very sacred self-care moment with me. And you've allowed me to spend mine with you. So thank you. I do not take that lightly because you could be anywhere. Good now, Emily. Welcome back, love. Yeah, you can be anywhere at this time. So I'm grateful that you're here. Um, for those joining for the first time, we like to read a card from a deck, and we are continuing to make our way through the language of letting go um, deck. And we're like getting to the bottom of it. Soon it'll be new deck day. But let's see. Why don't I let Joy pick a number? I don't know, probably 1 through 20 or something. 'Cause one card is not popping out. 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Acting as if. Acting as if. Today, I will try acting as if a positive form of pretending. Wait. Acting as if a positive form of pretending. Yes. This is a good way to get past part of a problem or overcome fears and doubts. I will act as if the situation is already resolved and get on with my life. Good now, Pam. Acting as if. I'm familiar with that concept. As if. It's good if you're experiencing imposter syndrome or I wouldn't, you know what, when people have a challenge trying to make a decision, I ask, what is, pretend you've already gotten there. What's coming up for you? That helps me a lot with doing energy clearing with them, energy alignment with them. So if you act as if you're already there and you see what comes up, that's not what this card is telling you to do, but not per se. But if you act as if you're already there, you can kind of see what's been blocking you from getting there to begin with. That's just one way of using that, but there are other ways that clearly, right, as the card has read. Serena says, love it. Adinda says, nice. Gira says, I think that can help, but it's pretending good. It can be. It's a temporary fix, Gira. So if you're nervous about something, like if a lot of people don't like public speaking, right? So if you're nervous about public speaking, but you act as if you're not nervous about it, you're more likely to go and speak anyway, so it's not a bad thing. It can help in that way. The next time you've retrained your nervous system to see, oh, it wasn't that bad. Um, Pam says, happy birthday, Joy. Neeks, thank you, Pam and Neek. Yeah. For loving on Joy. Rhonda says, fake it until you make it. Yeah. J-Ross says, it's like a defense wall, stops the bad feelings. That's fair. It can, or at least put them in perspective. So for temporary situations, but not as a long-term solution. Yes, definitely not as a long-term solution. That might turn into disillusion. Good now, Beverly. Acting as if. And of course, I will put the card in the group. So let me put this here. Acting as if. Thank you, Serena. Serena says, well said, Christine. I like the discussion about it, yes. And you know why it's important? Actually, I'm so excited because that brain talk I've been talking about is finally published. It's a premium talk though, where I talk about good now, yo, where your brain will, when you're sleeping and your brain's doing the work that it's supposed to do, it will strengthen the connections you created during that day, and it will prune the connections not created during that day or not really used during that day. So if your connections are focused on what's not going right or what's not, anything negative, those connections will get strengthened at night while your brain is doing the work that it does versus the other, and vice versa is true. So it really, really matters what we focus on. I'll digress from there. Good for imposter syndrome, dysphoria, and also manifesting and repaving natural. Yep, neural pathways. right? Yes, it can, for sure. For sure. You excited about brain things, really? Nah, not at all. All right. I thought of manifestation too. Yeah. Yes, Joy and Serena for sure. You've met me. Thank you. Yeah, man. All right. Since I started late, let's get this meditation party started. Um, I love when you talk brain. Thank you. Me too. Geek out about it. It's my favorite organ. All right, my loves. Thank you, Pam, for getting your lettuce out. For those joining for the first time, thank you, Rhonda, for getting your lettuce out. I practice transcendental meditation, hence the silent part of this aspect of this. Um, but I started meditating live with the hopes that it helps inspire, encourage, and motivates people to be consistent in their practice, whatever form of meditation they practice, because that's when you get the yumminess from the practice itself. And it's a great way to win at life, and I want you to win. So I'm hoping that me showing up consistently, and now we have some very consistent family members here. I hope that us showing up consistently inspires, motivates you to keep coming back and being consistent in your practice. Even if you don't make it here, as long as you stay consistent in your practice and maybe not the consistent time, but consistently practice daily. If you can do consistently in time, that's more helpful for your system. But I'm like, just keep meditating, please. That's my hope and my goal. Um, Thank you, Evie, Arinda, and Serena for getting your lettuce out. So let me get the timer going. The timer. I don't know why some mornings I have it ready because I know I'm going to be needing it, and other mornings it's like I don't. It's like why? Why, Nick? I don't know. All right. Thank you, J-Rod, for getting your lettuce out. Uh, I light up talking about it. I mean, it helps. It helps. As Dr. Amen says, it's not necessarily mental health, it's brain health. So if brain health supports mental health, then yes, please. Yes, yes, yes. Teach me all the things so I can help teach all the things. So, all right. The timer. I shall place it here and give myself 9 seconds to get my timer going. I'm so glad, Poonam. All right, happy meditation. I will see you on the other side. Put a smile on your face. Take as deep a breath in as you can. And exhale. And if you haven't already done so, feel free to open your eyes. Beverly, thank you for getting your lettuce out. Good now, other Stephanie. Yep, right on time, Bella. It's hard to be late, Bella, but you still showed up. That's what's important, says Tiffany. Pam says, glad you're here. I hope that was a good sit. Good now, Daphne. And Rachel, did I say good now to you earlier? My brain is not fully online this now moment. I'm too sleepy now. Looks like I will go to bed early tonight. Good for you. And Karen, did I say good now to you, Karen? Good now, love. I saw you in the meditation last night. That was cool. Very cool. Hello to your grasshopper. All right, my loves. Thank you for the hearts. And again, happy birthday to Joy today. Anybody else want to tell me their birthday so we can say happy birthday to you on your day? Neither is mine. Woke up literally just before I came on. Oh, I'm glad you're here. It was a great sit. Thank you, Daphne. 9:21. Adinda got you. September 18th. All right now. That's close. And y'all in the same week. Well, nope. September 18th is Thursday and the 21st is the following week. That was Tiffany, right? Tiffany, thank you for sharing. Got you in, Arinda, the 21st. May 12th for Pam. I got you in here, Pam. November 5th for Ty. Nice. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad it was a good sit. April 3rd for Beverly, July 15th for Bea. That's coming up. I mean, what is it? August already? Goodness. We missed your birthday, Bea. Wow. I keep forgetting it's August, y'all. December 26th. Aww. Thank you, Stephanie number 2. That's really gonna come in handy. I get tired November 5th. Okay. That's pretty bad. I still think it's July. December 26th. And I'll officially close this out. Just gathering birthdays. You too, Rachel. Let me let me officially close this out as I'm putting people's birthdays in the phone. Thank you for showing up for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because in so doing, you are showing up for the world, helping raise the collective consciousness, and I could ask for nothing more. So thank you. Thank you for sitting with me and helping just really create world peace through inner peace. I am grateful. I need to learn a better vocabulary because grateful just doesn't do it. So thank you. And as always, may you create the most amazing now moments until I see you next time. So I'm gonna give you the balloons and the firecrackers and the confetti. Thank you, thank you. Officially over. I'm just adding people's birthdays into the phone now. So you want me to put you in here so we can say happy birthday to you on the day of your day? I think birthdays are miracles. Tiffany says, have a wonderful day, night, all. Thank you. It was so hot in July. Early, early in the morning. It is. Stephanie number 2. Awesome. All right. I got you. If you could do, if you had, if you do one thumbs up, you get bubbles. I get the thumb up bubble. Yeah. Second group answer for answer as we're ending. Oh, what'd you ask, Beverly? Any tips for painful shoulder, like right shoulder blade? Was there an injury, or did you just wake up? Um, oh no, I did know that, Poonam. Yeah, because it happens by accident sometimes when I'm doing like havening. It has done that. Woke up with it yesterday. I wonder if you slept kind of wrong. Um, Perhaps because if you hadn't like been lifting anything or had any physical injury that you can recall, then it's probably you did some crazy tweak in your sleep. Um, so it's probably something temporary, but if it's causing any numbness or anything like that, I would go to the doctor. In the meantime, I would suggest stretching. Um, and then once it doesn't hurt anymore, start strengthening just because I'm dealing with my dislocated shoulder. Start strengthening the back muscles and shoulder muscles to help support that area. So that's that's been one of the other lessons I've learned from this whole process. Uh, but definitely, if you can stretch it, and if you can have your hubby put some of that like icy hot or something on there, that might help, or some ice. Thank you, Serena, so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Um, Bella said, "Let us be over." I was watching that 7 Day show, What's Happening, and they were worshiping a head of lettuce. Their friend was in a bad cult, so the long story short, the people at the end um, of the show said, "Let us go," and tossed the lettuce. That is funny. Excuse me. In sleep, I believe, stretching, trying, but so painful. Yeah. Yep. Ice or heat. Yes, whichever one feels better. Maybe alternating. If you're open to anti-inflammatories, maybe try that as well, and then see how it gets on. But if it's more than a week, I would definitely have someone check it out. When I quickly read your message, I read that 7 Day show as it's my favorite. And Let Us Had a Name. Yeah, that show was good too. You're welcome, Beverly. My apologies, I missed your question initially. But yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully it's helpful. Keep us posted. Send energy your way. I could also read the metaphysical aspect of it if you're interested. It just, you gotta be ready for it. It can be a lot. It'll deal with the emotional side of things, of injuries and stuff like that. There's that 90s show, but not as good as older one. I did not know that. That just shows that I'm old. All right. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for just being you and being here. You have Lewis Hayes' book you could look at? Okay. Yeah, I have the Metaphysical Anatomy book, and you can ask anyone who I've read that stuff through too. You gotta be ready. Mm, I do. If you have time, I can find it. I can find something. Is it the right shoulder? Shoulder blade. Let's read shoulder blade. Thank you, Poonam, for the donation. Yeah, you are welcome to stay. Meditation's officially complete, but I am reading about the right shoulder blade. See what it has to say. Well, just shoulder blades in general. This relates to moving into your power, yet you feel unsupported by doing so. Someone in your life is challenging your confidence and determination to become successful. You feel controlled or under attack, often by a feminine figure in your life. You feel humiliated and intimidated by someone in the family or close to you. Those are something to contemplate. Um, that book helps, but it hurts your feelings. The one that I'm reading from, yeah, it does. If it's the right shoulder, this relates to family responsibility, leadership, needing to please a father, the masculine side, and your relationships with others. If it's the left, it relates to financial responsibility and the feminine side, feeling responsible for coworkers and a partner, making a decision that made you feel disempowered. And then it has a bunch of questions that you can ask yourself, reflective questions that you can ask yourself. Astrology book that tells what zodiac rules which part of the body. That's cool. Oh, left shoulder for you. Got you, Arinda. Interesting. I had the pain when a sibling was jerking me around. Interesting. Isn't it? It is very, very interesting. But yeah, yes, that's something to contemplate, something to consider. I the reflection questions, there's a lot of them. Um, yeah, resonates the first part and some of the second. Cool. So, along with the stretching and everything, it would be good to kind of see where you are with that. It's a big book. Oh, my bad. I didn't even see it in this. Yeah, I have Lewis Hayes as well. You Can Heal Yourself. Is that the title of it? So, do you want me to read through some of the reflective questions? It's like almost 2 pages. These are the reflective questions for the shoulder in general. You're welcome, Arinda and Beverly. Yeah, this book is insane. It does. It does hurt your feelings for sure. Yep. New premium course track you mentioned earlier. Reflective questions. Give us a couple, please. Yep. Okay. I'll see if I can intuit um, what to. I'll ask. What to. Which of the ones should be shared one right now. 'Cause what's funny is I've done that before, just sharing about the book, and it was just talking with my sister, and she's like, "How did you know?" or it was just something that I read, and she's like, "Wow." Uh, she's talking about she's like, "My niece does that," and I was like, and that was a random thing that because I was just reading from the list of ailments, so to speak, and it was just crazy. Okay, so let me see. You too, Daphne. Thank you, thank you. Pam, the name of the track is called what did I name it? And you can see it in my profile. It's called What Sleep is Really For, A Journey into Nightly Healing. So it just talks about what your brain is doing while you're sleeping. Definitely family. I've moved on from my sister, but now it's my brother. Got you. You're welcome, Pam. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with that, Beverly. Okay. Okay, so one, you feel you have to carry other people's burdens. Why? What is the benefit of doing this? Explore further possibilities. When did your shoulder problem start? What you said was yesterday, I think. What was going on in your life at the time? How did it make you feel? Who challenged your boundaries? How did it make you feel? How do you feel when you face circumstances where you're required to express a boundary? What would happen if you had to say no to others or an influential person? Explore trauma associated with saying no. What happened when you said no for the first time? In your experience, saying no always created conflict, rejection, or abandonment. It's better just to obey. Explore further possibilities. Hmm. You feel unworthy of living the life you want, the results from having to do things without being given a choice. What stops you from making that choice now? Explore any feelings of guilt in the sense that you don't have permission to feel guilty. Who made you feel this way? Explore trauma and associations made with this influential person. And shoulders relate to carrying burdens and feeling guilty about wanting something other than the life you want that you have. Explore further possibilities. What would happen if you let go of responsibilities that are not yours and focus more on your needs? Explore feelings of guilt and obligation. Okay. I thank you, Beverly. I was working with someone yesterday about boundaries and we did some energy alignment on that. And of course it talks about because some things that we deal with happened while we were in utero, before birth, like things that were going on in your parents' life, sometimes gets inherited. So you're so welcome. So I imagine once you explored it, and thank you for the hearts, by the way. Once you explore that a little further and allow yourself to just step into your power, um, some of that pain will resolve. If it's a physical, like like a strained muscle or whatever, uh, or even though the shoulder blade itself, but there's muscles all around it, um, it will heal quicker once you've dealt with whatever um, boundary challenges you've been facing. But we can do some clearing on Free Flow Friday if you are able to be there. Um, I'm sure other people are dealing with boundary challenges as well. That's a common thing I work through. You're so welcome. My pleasure, my honor. Yes, yes. Bea says, have a great day, everyone. You as well. Thank you. All right, my loves. If I've missed anyone else's comments, I apologize. If anyone else had a question in between all that I missed, please let me know. And if not, if we're all good, then I will gently close this out. Anderson says setting boundaries doesn't make you the bad person. I think setting boundaries is important for personal goals. Absolutely, Anderson. You are correct. Adinda says, so do I appreciate Nicole. You're so welcome, love. Pam says, blessings for a peaceful day. You too, my love. Beverly says, Anderson, yes. Yeah, Anderson, what I have found in working with people is like they know that on a conscious level, but there's something in their unconscious that's blocking it. And so that's where I do my energy alignment so that the unconscious and the conscious are aligned and it's more easy for them to set boundaries that are needed. I used to feel guilty earlier for setting boundaries, but not anymore. Good. Need to protect my peace at all costs. Yeah, man. Pam says, one really quick question. When did the week start for this week's inner peace and happiness tips? It started on Sunday, my love. I need to put today's tip in the group. But yes, Sunday. You're welcome. Serena says, well said, Anderson. Wonderful session, Nicole and Lettuce Fam. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I just love when people present challenges. I'm like, let's do this. Let's work through it together. Let's talk through it together. Let's contemplate and let's see what we can come up with. It's good to have a mastermind. So many people in the group like could contribute to that conversation as well. Christine said, oof, it took me a long time to learn that. And if someone treats you as the bad guy, it's because they were taking advantage of weak boundaries. That is very true, Christine. They get they they don't like the new version of you because they probably and the sad thing is I wouldn't say sad thing, but they probably didn't even realize they were doing that. One, they clearly didn't know that you um had boundaries because they were not communicated, and so to them it probably feels like um I don't know, I can't even think of words right now. But thank you, Christine. It's true, I've seen it. Anderson says I agree with you on that. Free flow Thursday. Yeah. It happens sometimes. All right. I know. Anybody who's already left clearly is new here because how long does it take me to say goodbye? Although I've been pretty good at it when I do the sequence, the balloon sequence. Gotta hop. Great conversation. Thank you. I love that you used the bunny for that. Needing sunshine, but I'm grateful every day. I'm glad. Thanks, everyone. Have a blessed, beautiful day. All much love and blessings to you too, Beverly. I love our conversations. Thank you, Puna. Me too. Everyone knows what they're doing. They just want you to talk about it. Thank you, Anderson. And as Serena has my back, she's like, let us leave. Yes, ma'am. Um, later, Gators. Thank you, Nicole, and let us let us be great, y'all. Thank you, Solomon. Later, let us peace and balloons. I wonder how they determine that this is for balloons. Anyway, ciao for now. I love you all for thank you for being you. And may you all create the most amazing now moments. Until I see you next time. Later. Bye, everyone, says Ty.